Habari ma-Afrika, mimi na King, nina furaha kukutana na wena. Asante kwa kutazama King Says So. Let me tell you something. I don't be loyal to these politicians. These people are playing as sibabhekile. It is so amazing the level of dishonesty some of our politicians have. And it is, maybe dishonesty is also not a good word. Maybe the level of secrecy that they have, the level of information they carry on their chest and they don't say it out loud. It is so amazing that they can go in front of a camera and lie for us weeks on weeks, month on month, and years on years, just looking at us and lying to our face because they are holding a big secret that affects us as the people. You know, we've always even said that the people of the ANC know who assassinated Chris Hani and why. Let me rather say why Chris Hani was assassinated, and they know which African leaders were involved in the assassination of Chris Hani. I'm just a big wild example like that. Today we find out that Dali Mpofu, advocate Dali Mpofu, was one of the people that formulated the MK party. He says at one point it was just him and Jacob Zuma that knew about this. These people, are they serious? Do they take us serious, these people? They don't take us serious, these people. Even though I understand the move, why, I understand everything. Why the lying in the past? Why the lying? Why did you act shocked that Floyd Shivambu left? Well, you are the one who orchestrated this whole thing. You are the one who formulated this MK party with Jacob Zuma. You are the one that, you know, the interviews after Floyd left that who advocate Dali Mpofu had. To me, it showed me that we can't trust these politicians. Look, I agree with the move. It's fine. Move to the MK. But why did you guys have to play us like this? And how many more leaders are playing us like this? In fact, even Julius Malema knew about all of these moves. That Dali Mpofu is going to leave, that Floyd Shivambu is going to leave. They lied to us. They lied to the fighters to say, no, we didn't know. Some more are going to go. Yes, some more are going to leave the ANC. Many more are going to leave the EFF because you knew about it. You know about it. In fact, I won't be surprised if Julius himself also leaves the EFF or disbandles the EFF. It's not safe, guys. Let's talk about Dali Mpofu's move to the MK political party and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Says So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono. We're back at it again with another one. I call I'm afraid. I know, yeah, politics will humble you. Politics will humble you. We are learning each and every day. We are learning each and every day as to what is happening with the cause of Pan-Africanism, black consciousness, black unity, what is happening in the political space in terms of, reinforcing the vision of collaborating black people into one space. We are learning a lot in this particular video that I'm going to break down for you. The interview, I'm sure you guys have seen it already, of who advocated Dali Mpofu moving to the MK party. I wanted to address it because I saw the Secretary General left and I was like, what am I addressing about that guy? That guy was an empty can for me. Empty can is even better. It makes noise. For me, it was like, I wish Ace Magashule can just leave this nonsense of his and go and join the MK and becomes the Secretary General, because I think the Ace Magashula will be the best Secretary General that the MK would have, and he will be able to carry this party through to the local elections and beyond. I honestly believe that Ace is wasting his time wherever he is, not listening to your boy King, but probably they've got a strategy. But now we've got an issue that Dali Mpofu has joined the MK. The issue is not him joining the MK. The issue is the secrecy of the files that he unleashed on us. Yeah, it was too much, man. It was too much. Hey, it's too much. Let's hear first. I'm gonna only do 3 clips. The interview is too long. I'm just gonna do 3 clips for you guys, and we're gonna break these clips down. Let's hear what our favorite advocate, had to say.
To be fair to the EFF, even MK, when they knocked the final blow into the ANC now, found a very soft target, if you like, because the EFF did the difficult work for the past 10 years. And the philosophy of the EFF of economic freedom cannot be faulted. However, I am of the view now that the party that really represents my own passion for the much needed unity is MK. And I say that because MK has been so far true to the message of fostering unity. And I am of the very, very strong view that the road to our total liberation cannot be found except if you go through the bridge of total black and progressive unity.
Okay, let me just get you very clear, Advocate Mpofu. You have just said your view is that total liberation would be achieved through MK. Are you telling me that you are considering joining MK or wanting to work with MK? I just want you to be very clear there.
No, it's much more serious than that. I have taken after a lot of soul searching, I've taken a decision that I will be joining MK. And as I say, I'm joining MK because I believe that it is the vehicle through which we will achieve the much needed black and progressive unity. So I'm doing so not necessarily to reject any other organization. In fact, in a strange way, I always say I regard myself as what you would call a utility player. A part of me, I was in the ANC for 33 years, so a part of me will always be in that organization. I was in the EFF for 11 years, so a part of me will always be in that organization. And when I say a part of me, I mean that I've worked for those organizations, I've invested in them. But at this point in time, in November 2024, I am of the view that the vehicle through which we should drive that unity is Umkhonto weSizwe, because it represents a much broader vision for decolonization, total liberation, and it carries the potential to unite our people more than any other alternative at the moment.
With a person saying that I've been in the ANC for 33 years, I've been in the EFF for 11 years, since the formation of the EFF, but I'm leaving for the MK. That statement alone, even Jacob Zuma leaving the MK and many the ANC, many other leaders leaving the ANC, I'm going to advocate for people never to be loyal to political parties ever again. That's what I'm going to advocate for. Don't ever be loyal to a political party in your life ever again. Don't do it. Be loyal to the cause. Be loyal to the direction. Be loyal to your political party speaking to your personal need as an African child. Be loyal to that. Once the party divert from the cause, divert from the goal, the end goal, ultimate decolonization and liberation of its people, like the ANC, divert from fighting for your rights, leave that political party. Your leaders are doing it. Don't be loyal to the EFF because EFF we started the EFF. These people are leaving. Don't be loyal to the ATM because you love Vuyo Zongula. He's not going to get you anywhere. He himself might leave the ATM. So I am saying to you guys, as Vugen, this guy says the ANC was a wounded animal by the time the MK attacked it because of the EFF doing a great job over the last 10 years. I agree. It's true. The EFF really managed to, somewhat wound that big elephant by the name of the ANC. And that is not by celebration that we are saying that. We don't want to see our African brothers fight, but it was necessary. It was necessary. A person can say, when we look back, we can see that it's necessary. And I can even say that the EFF made the birth of the MK political party become easier because of how much they've been fighting in the background. This is beautiful politics. MK has fosters unity between the progressive units, the progressive parties. Yes, I've always said that. If you've been listening to my podcast, I've said, I voted EFF 3 ballot papers, no mistake. I'm an EFF guy. I'm not an EFF member, but I'm an EFF guy because when I look at the 7 pillars, I'm like, these people are speaking my language. The unity of Africa, the decolonization of the borders and everything. So I'm like, this is, for me as a Pan-Africanist, this is what I want to hear. But the MK is also saying the same thing, but even on a louder volume, to say, let's even decolonize this flippant, I almost say this flippant constitution. This constitution is a Roman Dutch law, but must be changed. We must come back to say we as Africans must create our own African Supreme Court. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. So, the man, after some soul session, decided that he wants to join the MK party. He didn't join the MK party. He formulated the MK party. This guy. He formulated it. So he says it's a much broader, the MK has got a much broader vision for decolonization, much broader than the EFF, really? Well, I guess you can argue because the EFF's documents, all of them, were drafted by Floyd Shivambu. So when we say much broader, we mean Floyd's intellectual mixed with Jacob Zuma's experience. What can we say? And the question now that's funny is that the media are now scared of the MK. They are saying, but the EFF speaks the same language. Why are you guys leaving the EFF? Because they don't want to see Jacob Zuma come to power again. And let's hear how Dr. Mpofu, Advocate Mpofu has answered it. Advocate must be a doctor also.
But the EFF speaks the language that is very similar to the MK. And the MK, just came to the fore now. It's not even a year. It will only be a year old next month. So what really made you? I hear you talking about black unity, total liberation, but the fact of the matter is that the EFF does speak that kind of language. So I'm not able to make sense of why you chose a Mercedes versus a BMW. I'm just making.
I hear you.
Yes.
No, I hear you. Let's put it like this. As you've already said, I've been in the game of politics for a long time, almost 50 years now. And so the role of a politician or a revolutionary at that is to take the shortest possible route to the destination of liberation. I'm not one of those people who think that, you must die in the ANC or die in the EFF or even die in MK.
But your new leader believes he's still ANC, though.
He is, just as I believe I'm still ANC and EFF and MK. So see, that's the nuanced message that I think everyone misses. When former President Zuma says, I'm a member of the ANC, but I'm also a member of MK, at face value, that looks ridiculous. But if you know South African politics, you'll be able to hear what he's actually saying. What he's saying is that you cannot throw away all those decades of struggle, and that the ANC has deviated from the destination, as I've said. And therefore, in order to look beyond organizations, and really that's the most central message I want to send, which is to say, let us look beyond organizations. You might have a preference to be in the ANC. The next person might be a preference to be in the EFF, and someone like me might have a preference to be in MK. For whatever reasons you prefer each of those three organizations. But the most important thing is that we must not venerate the organizations as if they are demigods. The organization and the leaders, for that matter, will come and go. But the cause of our people must always be paramount. That is what must drive us. It is the cause. Is where I am now going to bring about the cause for our people quicker or not? If you ask that question and your answer is ANC, stay there. If you answer that question and your answer is EFF, stay there. If your answer is MK, stay there. But at all times, don't be fixated in that organization. You must have one eye on building that organization, obviously, but the other eye must always be on making sure that the movement of our people is not jeopardized. And that is why I'm saying at this point in time, I am, after a lot of thought about this, I am totally convinced that the vehicle that will galvanize all of us together in a quicker fashion is Umkhonto weSizwe.
The EFF and the MK, we have always maintained that they speak the same type of language. We have always maintained that. That's people, but there's nothing different about the EFF than the MK. It's just the MK is more militant and they are fighting. The EFF, the spirit of fighting has been dwindling ever since the formulation. The EFF of 2016 is not the EFF of 2024. Be honest with yourself. So, for me, the radicalness of the EFF has come down somewhat because money changes you. Once you are in parliament, you are owning millions, you forget somehow. I've seen with black leaders, you forget about the revolution. And you sell out easy to cruise, to eating nice breakfast and blue lights and all of those things, like the self-proclaimed spokesperson of the government of national confusion, who gay Ted Mackenzie. The way he's going on, he's a person who has tasted power and forgot about his people. Anyway, I think I did a video about him. You guys will get it probably today, later, or whenever. You guys will get it. Must just edit it. So, what is the big difference between this BMW, which is the EFF, which I love the BMW, and the Mercedes-Benz, which is the MK party? Which one has got a shorter route to the destination that we're going? Like I said, be loyal to that when it comes to politics. We as the voters must be vote. We must look, man, who can fix our problems faster? Who can fix our problems faster? I'm happy that there's some type of direction of African people flocking to unite. I'm happy about that, actually. So he says we must look beyond political banners, political colors, political organization, and look at rather the vision that we want to achieve as black people. Dali Mpofu. Sure. Yeah. So let me say this, guys. Do not cry for the EFF. Don't cry. Don't be like me. Don't be emotional. EFF here to here. No. All, and now I'm not saying some, all the EFF leaders, including Julius Sillo Malema, know about everything that is moving here. If you guys watch my first video, I'm actually gonna download that video. My first video about Flo Shivambo leaving the EFF. You guys can remember, I was the only person that was saying this is a strategical move. These people are all going to the other side. If you guys remember that video, if you remember that video and go and watch what I said there, I said they are borrowing Floyd's intellectual. These people are going there to formulate a bigger, stronger opposition for the ANC and the DA. That's what I said. So my issue is that at one particular point, Advocate Dali Mpofu says he and Jacob Zuma were the only two people that knew about the formulation of the MK. Really now?
By the way, maybe let me take one step back. Something that your viewers might not know is that there was a time when former President Zuma and I were the only people who knew about this project of the formation of MK, because we had discussed after the 2022 conference of the ANC very in depth as to what needs to be done, and we had various options, and so this discussion took about 12 months. So by the time you attended the launch in December of MK, this had been a project that was in the pipeline, in the underground, as he revealed, for about 12 months.
Advocate Mpofu, I just need to get you very clear. So, were you part and parcel of the formation of Umkhonto weSizwe?
Absolutely. For a few months, as I say, there was a time where probably it was just me and former President Zuma who knew about this. And then it moved to a stage where we involved a few other people. In August, we held a meeting with 10 leaders, and you can interview all of them. 10 leaders at another meeting in October of 2023, including leaders of the EFF, leaders of the PAC, UDM, ATM, Areta. At that time there was an organization like that, and
House, that he was leading then, yeah.
Yes, and the Cody's outfit, the APC. Yes, so all the organizations, Azapo was there. I chaired the meeting of all those leaders and was trying to sell this vision, and President Zuma was present.
Does the EFF know that its member, or now?
Okay, so I'm going to credit Jacob Zuma for hitting us with the Zumarism that we did not see. This thing goes back as far as 2022, 2023. Dali Mpofu is saying, listen, at one point it was just me and Jacob Zuma that knew about this thing. Yeah, we formulate. So he gave birth with Jacob Zuma to the MK, and he operated in a level of secrecy that is beyond me. That is why I'm saying, Mina, when I find out news, I go back to the olden times and look at what the person were doing. So politics is not like life. Politics, there's a lot of secrecy in politics, ladies and gentlemen. It's beyond me how these people kept this secret for so long. I understand why. For me, it borders those lines of saying, how honest are these politicians really to us? And then again, another side of me says, King, they couldn't have been honest because of the magnitude of what they were doing. They had to keep it a secret. Like I'm keeping some experts of Paseta a secret. They're just giving whatever I'm giving to you guys. It's not the full view, but in years, some things are going to unfold, and we're going to say, but yeah, we started this back in 2024. So I understand what is going on there. Another thing that shocked me there was him saying, listen, I was chairing meetings with about 10 political parties. Yeah? These guys, 10 political parties, the leaders, they were there in October 2023. discussing this thing of unity. That's why I say, let these people unite. We want to show the DA, we want to show white monopoly capitalists, we want to show this white privilege mentality that we as Africans can unite. We want to show them. This is an advantage even for Paseta in the future. I don't want to, as a Paseta president, going to deal with a DA minister. I don't want to. They will not understand why we are creating Paseta. They will not understand why this Pan-African is cool. They will not understand why the importance of teaching history in a proper way. They will not understand why I teach agriculture. They will not understand why I teach economics, science, and technology. They will not understand all of those things because they will be operating from a racist mindset that wants to keep our people marginalized and keep them in a small box and say, just cry on the box and make your prison look good. Just cry on the walls of your prison. Don't try to break out as African people. Don't unite. You don't do anything. That is what we are fighting for. We are trying to formulate the school of Pan-Africanism properly in South Africa, in all provinces for that matter. Understand? So for those of you who have been brave enough to contribute to the school, I thank you. I'm talking about ANC members, EFF members, whatever political orientation that you have, we are okay. Wherever you come from, as long as you're an African, your donations are welcome. If you're not an African, your donations are not welcome. Clear as that. You know, we don't do Pan-Africanism half-half. So I'm so happy about the progress that we are doing. I think I told you guys on other videos, but I think I've not released those videos yet. They will be released in the course of the day or tomorrow. That the construction is finally starting tomorrow. I'm meeting today with the construction company. We'll be talking with them and seeing what we will do in terms of starting our construction, so that we don't talk in Japela, we do action so that people can see where their contribution is going. That's so very important to me. So I will keep on guarding your money with all my heart. I mean, I've got a team that is exceptional in all fronts, because I chose guys to come to Paseta who've got qualities that I don't have. You know, that's what a good leader does. So the issue is just now managing them. You know, that's very important. And because we are not in a political space, our loyalty lies a little bit deeper, because everyone wants to see a greater future for the African child. So thank you so much. Tell me, what do you think about this Dali Mpofu situation? That's why I was angry at Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi when he was attacking Jacob Zuma. I was like, but Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, this is not like you, man. You don't understand politics properly. You don't understand politics properly. Because, because of how they treat him in the EFF, I thought he was going to leave also. And I still think he will leave. So we'll see what is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just wait and see. But the ngiyajabula kakhulu mangibona abantwana bomuzi oyi-1 bahleli bathandana babambisana izandla balwa bonke, bangalwani, balwa nabanye abantu, basizana. So ngiyajabula ukubona le yonke lento yenzakalayo lapha MK yangijabulisa. Inhliziyo yami irothamadi khanyani because of the EFF. Like I said, I voted EFF 3 ballots, no mistake. But Vela Vuka Vela vota. But you know, I understand what is going on here, and I'm saying to my African people, let's not be loyal to party colors. Let's unite, because if we don't, the DA is a shayang apambi. Like ngeke anything, I promise you. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. I just wanted to do this one quickly for you guys, so that you guys can give me your thoughts on the comment section. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Build Paseta, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.